Thanks. Nice triggers you have today, guys. Very nice. What is my first target on space? Space need to go to the space. Yeah, we can actually put as we're gonna approach here, we can see. Let me see. Yeah, want to see us breaking the highest 20, breaking the 30s. We can put a limit like few cents, like 36, 35, 37. But let's see first the trade to develop. But yeah, we can put around here few cents before the high, order to cash 3/4, and but we are not there yet, so we have to see. I like the first bar, but I want to see it continue. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah. My stop is under the 95, so if you are putting a stop, put 92, like 2-3 cents under always. Don't put exactly on this one. The low here is 95. Ever don't think about putting 95. Okay? You put it 95, Michael. $16.03. Why? What's going on in $16.03? Where did this number come from? Tesla. MU. Definitely, I'm going to check MU. Nice. Everything looks nice except the market. MU, yeah. 49.02, probably this one on the 15 will look even better. Yeah, beautiful. 49, 49, even 49.05. Stop can be here, 25 cents. What is the high? Wow, amazing risk rewards. Okay, Tesla is in. SPC is still struggling. Let's see also stocks of the market, AMD. Yeah, I like the MU. 49, the highest 2, 49.02. I want to give it maybe a few more cents above to see. MU 49. Just a second, somebody wrote a diary here. Let me see what is written. I would expect the round number 16 to be support, so you want to place your stop some cents below that to give it room. November, you start to insult me, you know me. I'm a Michael, I'm a Meir. To Michael, okay. I thought we have a miscommunication. Guys, round number is a beautiful numbers and it's a nice thing, but we have a language here, okay? So the language was here, 1610, this beautiful bull flag, okay? Now the stop, who cares about the round numbers? You see, this low of this one is 95, the low of this one is 96. As I told you, according to this, I build my plan. So I have like 15 cents. always, again, I don't put automatically my stop, but if you put, you're not going to put it 95. Always you're going to put like 2-3 cents under because everybody see the 95, even algo trading. So the round number is not relevant here. It's not relevant. Okay? Not relevant. In what? In space? The high of this consolidation was 610. The low of this one was 95. Was under a little bit of VWAP, so 15 cents. And I gave the 100 as an example. If I'm risking $100, I'm going to take 600 shares because if you multiply it by 15 cents, you're going to get exactly the $100 risk. The market is very choppy. Yeah. Guys, I'm repeating it like 3 times. I'm starting to bore in myself. I'm joking. I don't have problem. For trading, I have patience. This was the plan. There was a nice consolidation above the view up 1610. The low of this consolidation was a 95. So again, if I'm, let's write it this. If I'm using $100 risk for a trade, and again, for trade, that means the same risk I'm using for every trade if the name is Tesla, whatever. So to do it, I'm taking the stop size, multiply by share size, and that gives me my risk. So for example, in this case, there was a 15-cent stop, and just multiply by this case 600 shares. It's going to give you plus minus $100 risk for trades. Okay. Same calculation in Tesla. If you have a $4 stop, you're going to take 25 shares, and then that again equal to $100 risk for trade. I don't know. Really? The minimum? No. I trade with people. No minimum. No. I trade people in Tesla, and sometimes where they are taking 20 shares or something like this, and so no. There's no minimum. Yeah. They will be happy to take, there is a minimum, I think, charge for every trade, I think, no? It's $1.50 or $2, how much? I don't know. Not so familiar. It depends. I'm risking toward the $2,000, so sometimes it can be, higher 100 in Tesla, and small stop can be sometimes even 15, 20, depends. So it really depends. Yeah, when you see something like this around, it's better for us to play the guitar or sing right now, because if the market is not going out of this channeling, it's a problem. Excellent, yeah, I thought also, Javier, I thought it was an excellent, yeah. I felt it, After explaining twice, I thought I have to put it on writing, and told you, I have patience. In trading, I don't have. If you willing to listen and you're making the efforts, I will do it, don't worry. So Tesla is rocking. Yeah, SPC I'm out. Yeah, it broke my 92 area. I click it out. Yeah. And again, for those that suggest SPC, I think it was a very nice trigger. Yeah, it was a very nice. We have to be smart, not right. I thought at that point it was a right decision, but yeah, the market is not helping us. This is another trade, looks very nice, but again, just because I know that the SPY, I was watching this one, car, beautiful bull flag, 1660, like maybe around 20 cents stop, but I have a resistance here, like 30 cents, and it's kind of choppy, so I didn't even take this one. Probably it's gonna work right now. But yeah. But we can base our strategy always upon what we see before. So according to my rules, if I'm risking 20 and I see 30 as my first resistance, it's not enough. So I'm just not gonna take it. Questions? Sotondal. Yeah, it is. Since I trade it, what I like is that I like to see trigger, like the 25 is a trigger that was beautiful here. I like because then it means that people are coming there. But again, market now is not helping. So unless I saw that stock, I think this one is not relevant, SRG. But yeah, SRG, I was watching it here. I thought maybe it's kind of a reversal in. So at this point, something that happened here, I don't think it was relevant, but it just fade away. So, but yeah, the DAL is a beautiful trade. Looks nice. Yeah, UAL is also the same, probably. Yeah, all of them look the same. Yeah, KSS, I'm waiting though. Oh, I got her. I had an order. No, KSS, it's still okay. 2040 stop is here. November, just because the stock is the market is very choppy. So what you said is true, but so many announcements, so many sectors, so much volatility. You can expect for a lot of things. I don't know. I think 4 o'clock today, no, guys. I think the market's 4 o'clock. For us as a trader, 359.50. Okay? Yeah. I think once I close a trade, I think 5 or 10 seconds before. It's very rare, but I think it's something that happened to me. Tesla around the entry. Did exactly $1. It's nothing for us. It's nothing. Yeah, I was checking Baidu today just because what's happened. Yeah, over the high, I don't know if I want to take it again. Hey, the market is starting to do. expected dollar stop at least. I'm not gonna take it, but there was a trade I wanted to take in JD today. Where was it? Around here. 42. Stop here, but then it just fade down, so I didn't get into. Let's see other stocks. Oh, mama. 2250. This is a formation Michael like. I don't like because it's not really so much strong, but this is a formation that Michael loves so much. You know, side move, very small stop. You know, trigger is very simple, 2250, 10 cent stop. Nice edge, but it's a little bit positive, not so much, but I love those formation. But, I will ask him. I will ask him. Oxy. Oxy is nothing. Cup and handle, but nothing to fill in. Abraham. Cup and handle, so what? Oh. Let's see what Puff Daddy is doing. Nothing. Something going on in MU. Yeah, I think I will take MU. Yeah, because I see that the SPY is now breaking toward the high, and this is the stock market, stock market. So, yeah, probably also Nvidia can have a nice trigger here. Stop is here. Again, usually Nvidia is $2 stop, but expect a big move also. So guys, if you don't have any other question, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, long weekend. Prepare yourself for next week. And yeah, so hopefully Tesla will do something for you. SPC did something for us, took our money. So we have to revenge with Tesla. Of course, I'm joking. Yeah, if the market will go, probably we can do something nice in Tesla. Tesla know how to move. Daily looks very good. 580 can be, or even more. Let's be open. Don't forget, we had a good stop, $4. Can have a good support. So at least I'm waiting at least $8 to $10 for the first partial at least. So I think that when we're gonna clean, if we're gonna clean that area, it can actually, the engine could run very fast. So be gentle and take profits if we're gonna get to that level in pieces, especially with Tesla, because you never know where Tesla can go. So thanks, guys. Bye bye. Michael, are you here?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Amir. Have a great weekend. See you next week.
Thank you. Michael, I was talking to them like, again, ignore this red bar in Momo and ignore that Momo was just a little bit like 0.5%. This is a formation that you like, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Small consolidation,
Definitely.
10 cents.
I don't remember when we traded Momo last. I mean, we completely forgot about this stock.
No, I'm going because he has a funny name, so I always like to go there.
Yeah, that's true.
Momo and PDD, but
it disappeared. This stock disappeared from our watch list. Once upon a time, a big mover. Now, not so much. Guys, let's first look at the S&P. I mean, we're trading a very, very narrow range session. Support was amazing at the lows of the day, 277. You're going to see it in a split second on the charts. But other than that, we are in a range-bound trading day. What's going on in my charts? Hold on. Let me retry it. Okay. Okay, so you can see the daily on the S&P, these very, very small dots. Bucking the trend this week, 4 days out of 3 days out of 4 were, as you can see, green. Narrow range price action, looking into the long weekend. We'll see how we close the trading day. Regarding Barak, it continues to stay at the low, but every time it moved lower, the lows were actually an entering point. Apple is also trending a bit lower right now. I think the best trade that I've seen but did not take was, again, JP Morgan coming up a second day in a row. And look at the daily chart on JP. This reversal over 102 was a great trade. That's pretty much the idea right now. Regarding long trades in technology stocks, the technology is lagging today. The S&P is up 2.1%. The Nasdaq is up only 0.4%. So there's a huge difference today between the Qs and the Nasdaq, the Qs and the SPY. That's thanks to energy and financials. And if you're looking for long trades, stay away today from the Nasdaq trades like Apple, like Baba, not working very well to the upside. I think the same fate is in for MU or AMD. I don't remember where you entered. MU, if you entered. But again, if you start with the daily chart, you don't see much in MU anyway. So if you look at the daily chart, look at the range today in MU, you have to be looking for a great entry point intraday to make money on a day like today in MU. And also, NVIDIA is moving lower. I would expect a pullback. Let's put it this way. EAT continues to be very, very strong. Guys, take a look at EAT on the daily chart. This is what you want to see. A better than average trading range. Then you have something to work with. Of course, now it's near the highs of the day. BHC is looking great today, and again, another stock that should have been bought. I think at 1850. Regarding KSS, KSS had a great week, but I think eventually it will start moving back lower. It started the week at closed last week at 12, doubled this week. Doubled this week in Again, a very sharp move to the upside in the morning session, a pullback. Now it looks like it is at support. It is at support. I don't see a new entry point that I will say wow for KSS, but you can use the round number if you do want to enter it. Use the round number as a stop loss. Or the VWAP, although the VWAP is only 10 cents below. Baba is back to the lows of the day, and shorting the lows, it's not working. I've tried shorting Facebook earlier, and it just triggered higher and moved higher after that. So shorting the lows, not my cup of tea at this point. And again, it's not going to be easy to trade them right now because we're trading very slow, low volume, narrow range session. You have to be very picky with your entries. This is a stock that I would like to trade today, MAC. MAC. VWAP is at 10.15, support under 10. On a pullback, we may trade this one long. MAC is a stock that I'm interested to buy. If at all over 10.25, risking no more than 25 cents. But right now I will wait. Right now I'm waiting, trying to figure out a better setup than this one. Guys, you want to see a great trade? Look at Stitch Fix. The breakout over 1550. Wow. Perfect pattern, cup-and-handle breakout, and also working for nearly 50 cents. That was a good one. Regarding APA, I was watching it before, but it seems like it lost the uptrend. You can see that the morning session was very strong. Also, a huge gap up or a big gap up. Volumes are amazing today for Apache, but right now it looks like it pretty much broke the uptrend, and actually it broke the uptrend, not pretty much. It actually broke the uptrend. It can continue lower from here. As much as I guess you're looking for a long trade, you cannot rule out a short trade as well. Regarding the market, there's nothing to work today in the market because we have a $3 trading range in the SPY. That's not a lot to work with, and we're not moving very fast on very low volumes. Right now, you don't have anything to work with in the market, unless we break under the lows. That's, I think, will be an interesting trade. But right now, we're very choppy, very choppy. Many stocks, strong stocks are going through profit taking, while stocks like Six, Eat, Big, NCLH are big winners today. So NCLH is a big winner today. Look at the daily. I mean, it's a big winner, but the daily still looks horrific. If you want to short anything today, it should be a technology stock. Maybe Baba, maybe Apple, but I don't see great entry points right now. And again, if I'm looking at the S&P, and that's my first go-to place, look at the choppiness of the S&P. Very, very choppy session where the breakdown failed and the breakout failed as well. So we had a failed breakout and a failed breakdown, meaning we're trading this range, and this is not an easy market to trade. Again, I'm watching restaurant stocks are dominating our top 20. BJ restaurants up there, car is up there, play is up there, Triple I is up there, Penn Gaming is up there. Okay. Oh, it's such a tricky stock, this Penn National Gaming. Again, it's too early to decide where we go. Right now, the trend is, if there is a trend, it's not lower. Let's call it sideways and higher. We don't have a trend lower today. We gapped up, we continue higher, which is a signal of strength. Guys, look, this is Costco. After earnings today, a gap down, but if you want to trade Costco today, ask yourself what's going on here. It's all over the place, up and down, sideways, up and down. So the best trade today was by far JP Morgan. Looking at the stocks that I'm watching. But I missed on that. If you want to prepare for weak stocks, you have, I want to say Akamai, but Akamai is trading a very low volume session. And GBRKS, well, many stocks are trading lower volumes today. I just added my SRG to my watch list today. It's all over the place. Very hard to predict its price action now. And the reason for that is that it had this amazing 9 to 15 move in the morning session. And now over 13. I'm not sure. Also, it's very spready for a $12 stock. Yeah, it's kind of a choppy session right now. We have technology lower, banks higher, the market overall, which is dominated, the S&P is dominated by energy and financials higher. CNK has a very narrow range, low volume session. The pattern over 1260 is not a bad one. It's not a risky one, but I don't see much potential on this trade. Highs of the day are 1213 actually. So the risk reward is good if you're looking at only 12 or 15 cent risk on this trade. Now, guys, I'm going to look for financial stocks. Take a look at Goldman Sachs for a split second. This is the best sector to trade today. The setup is not amazing, but this 184.20, 184.20 on Goldman Sachs is an interesting entry. I will take this trade, very, very small positions for me today. This is a reversal pattern, 184.20. Coming up from support. I don't know. Actually, yeah, we missed JP Morgan a couple of times already. So now I feel kind of stupid trying to push a trade in Goldman Sachs while the setup in JP was much better. No, I'm not going to take the Goldman Sachs trade at 184.20. The risk reward is doable, but I'm not sure that the setup is one that I want to trade, and the risk on this trade is way down to, where is the risk actually? At least 60 cents. At least 60 cents. Let's take a look also at Morgan Stanley. I'm still looking for financial stocks. Morgan Stanley, nothing amazing there. Citigroup, let's take a look. Citigroup is more like into banking. It's not like financial banking. Maybe it is actually up 10%, but the pattern is nowhere as strong as JP Morgan today. MAC has shown great strength in the morning, but now moved under the VWAP. Again, I don't see an entry point for it. Yeah, right now it is extended. It should have been bought by us twice at 101 and 102, and now it's at 103.70. So big miss there. Definitely big miss in JP Morgan. Huge. Still looking only for long trades. Did not see actually anything that was a good mover other than JP. That's weird. And the market continues to trend higher. Rixmore property. Many property stocks collapsed over the last month and a half. How about Starbucks? Let's take a look. And APA. APA broke the uptrend, and now it's all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where can you enter APA. It can go both ways right now. Up 20% still. Regarding Starbucks, I think there was an upgrade or a downgrade on it today. Very nice move here over 72.50. Looking for a new trade on Starbucks. I would wait maybe for a pullback to the VWAP. As you can see, the VWAP is being covered very well by Starbucks. Very well by Starbucks. Any pullback to the VWAP other than one today was bought. Boeing is also dead right now, trading at 155 after a pullback to 150 and a move early on as high as 156.50. 156 can be a trade in Boeing, really. 156. Right now, the market is not doing much. SRG is trading now under 1250. And this is another stock that pretty much changed trend today. Had a great morning session, and then this reversal pattern crashed. And I don't know if this one will come back and be a winner today. Right now we are very, very slow and choppy. But if I have to choose between long and short trades, I'm choosing long trades. $16.75 in car is a nice pattern here, but car is trading, not a great volume stock right now, but you can see this pattern, 16.70, 75. Not great, not great. Facebook long 75. Basically, technology is not doing very well today. Facebook is up marginally. If you're looking for a 75 trade, that's exactly right now. I would go, if you go long Facebook over 75 with a 50 cents or 1-to-1, being that this is a very, very choppy land session and buying at resistance is risky. You want to buy at support. Yeah, most of the stocks are doing absolutely nothing. And how do you see that nothing is moving? You just look at the S&P. The only stocks that are moving are financial stocks. A BA long is not a type of trade that we normally trade. This is a stock that breaks out for 3 cents or 5. Again, not a big mover, not a good mover. It's not a day trading stock. It's a stock that, you want to swing maybe, but for day trading purposes, it's not the best one. Having said that, this reversal from the VWAP was a good entry. Breakouts with Bank of America probably are not the best trades around. Probably. EXR, let's take a look. EXR, very, very strong today. Extra space storage. Very low volume stock though, and very spready, but the pattern is good. Risking it to the VWAP, so that's a risky trade to go long over 102 or 103 in this case. 103 long, VWAP will be your stop loss. Timothy, so it's a good setup. Too bad you have a very low volume stock that you're looking at, this one, but it can be a great mover. This is probably one of the nicest setups that I've seen today. This 1550 long in Stitch Fix, and now it's at 16, which on a good day I would have probably buy, but Buying the breakout here at 16 looks very, very risky and late. Regarding Momo, Momo had a nice break or move from 22.40 now to 22.20. If you like it short under this bear flag formation, it can continue. I mean, it's a very weak stock today compared to the market, down 0.17, sorry, 0.71. Not a bad entry at 220. Not a bad entry, Yoni in Momo. I won't expect a big move. I won't expect a big move on this one. Guys, remember Baidu yesterday? It was such a painful trade, up, down, all over the place. It's no different today, but at least now it's at the highs of the day. That's 100. I cannot tell you that I like to buy breakouts over the land session. The number is, 100 breakout. This is a number that you want to pretty much buy in the morning session. Right now, buying it looks, I don't know, a bit fishy and extended. And as long as we trade this terrible choppy session, breakouts most likely won't be great trades. Regarding AAL, if it's not moving sideways, it's a surprise. Okay, it's moving sideways. Right now, AAL over 13 looks the trade. Over 13, risk to the VWAP, so that's 22 cents. It's up 14% and still looks strong. I mean, nothing's moving at this point, but over 13, maybe you can get another leg up. Highs of the day are 13.40. I would look for a 1-to-1 over lunch. So if you risk 22 cents, you go for a 22 cents target. BRX, Brixmore, we've seen this one. Brixmore at the highs of the day. RCL is up 14% today. Again, same pattern for most of the stocks moving sideways. I think 43.10 in Steven in RCL. 43.10. I don't think you need to wait for 43.20. It's possible that it's going to continue moving sideways for a while. Yeah, I've seen the Baidu trade over 100, just reluctant to buy breakouts in this horrible market. So again, I don't see where this move is coming. A good move in Baidu will be for 100 to 150, at least 50 cents. I don't see the 50 cents coming. That's the problem. Actually, it's not the problem. It's the way the market is trading right now, which is a clear problem. We have a clear market. The market is dead. And as long as it's, it's going to continue moving sideways, the results for us are going to be that we're going to have a tough time looking for a good trade. It doesn't mean that we won't be able to find one, but it will take more time. Okay, at least looks like we're breaking over the highs of the day. That's 280.90 right now. Led by JP Morgan again. Can't believe this miss on JP Morgan cost me this whole morning session. Okay, guys, watch RCL. Spiked up immediately with the market. 43.20, and don't have the time to write it down, but 43.20 with a view of stop loss down to 42.70 is my trade right now. So exactly now long at 43.20, stop loss down to 42, the view up actually. A bit risky, but at least the market is supplying some energy now as we break over the highs of the day. Guys, look at Boeing responding immediately. Over 166. It's not going nuts. This is Boeing. This is how it trades. Very, very responsive to the market. But if you look at the price action now at 156, and you ask yourself, was that a good entry? Where is it? 156. Stop loss is down to 155, so it's still, pretty much a one-to-one risk reward. Anyway, look at it: 156 long, 155 stop loss. It's actually not a bad setup for Boeing in retrospect. Amir also posted KSS long 2040. 2040. I'm going to take this trade at 2041. And if it breaks over 2050, it has a good chance for a movement. RCL immediately moved back after the 43.20. Can't believe these trades. Okay, in KSS at 2040, and stop loss for me is going to be a Meir's trade, stop loss 25 cents, meaning to 2015, or in this case, the VWAP area. the VWAP is an excellent stop loss for this trade. Hopefully we move over 2050 and gather some momentum there sooner than later. Boeing spiked up from 156 to 156.60, and it's back down immediately to the 156 area. It's possible that we've seen, I don't want to say a fake breakout because the volume was actually higher when we moved over 280, but no continuation at this point. And two long trades, RCL and the KSS. RCL is looking terrible. It's faked over the 42, 43, pulled back immediately. It's possible that the run up in those horrible stocks that have, also terrible fundamentals is done. It's possible. Well, right now, with zero demand for oil globally, OPEC can cut production, but nobody will care, really. It's not going to be a drag on the economy because oil capacity is now hugely overplaying the demand. ICD, let's see if we can trade this one first. Not tradable. Again, this is a stock that was zero a couple of days ago. Coming back to life today after, I'm not sure that it's even a listed stock anyway. It's not tradable on the platform anyway. This is doing anything. Resistance, but unable to move. Very flat price action, despite us moving over 280 now at 280.50, but I don't see any pickup in RCL or KSS. Those are strong on the daily chart over the last week. If you look at the intraday chart, not so interesting. Regarding ZM, take a look. You know what? ZM had a couple of nice trades. The last one was 120. This reversal here at 120 was a very successful move after pretty much spending the morning session sideways, and I took it off my watch list, which was obviously a mistake. But yeah, after a pullback, maybe it's still a long play. Now it's at approaching 122. Highs of the day are 122.15. If I'm looking at SQ, well, a V-shaped reversal in the morning session, then another leg up, then another leg down. For those who are watching it, couple of entry points here, 61 and of course 60 was amazing. 60 was an amazing entry point for SQ. Too bad it's extended now at 61 and a quarter. Yeah, long, if you want to enter it, and we talked about this trade just a minute ago. This is your entry 25. This is your stop loss, the VWAP. You can see on the chart the entry at 25, the support at the VWAP. And it's a matter of now momentum with the S&P moving up. S&P moving up, this trade works. S&P doing what it does right now, probably not. We're trading, a very, very narrow range land session. That's the third day in a row now. That's a bit disappointing, but the trend is still higher. So that's anybody that manages to hold on to the trend. And I'm still in RCL only because of that, and in KSS waiting for the move over 2050. The only reason that I'm in this trade is the trend. Despite the absolute lack of momentum right now in the market. Maybe if we move now over 2050 in KSS, that can boost the stock. And my target for KSS is a Meir's target, 40 cents. Yeah, let's take a look at 80 cents, even better. Let's start with 40. Regarding Walmart has been relatively strong today. That's Walmart on the intraday chart. So trending higher pretty much all day on, as you can see, guys, higher lows pattern, meaning you need to buy the pullback, and every pullback trade was a successful one today for Walmart. Every pullback. And the daily, of course, is relatively strong, but messy over the last month. Wow, what a messy, crazy chart. At the highs of the day, which will be, not the best idea. CL is safe haven stock. Another one that's not doing anything today, moving sideways. The only place where you can catch it and be successful is pretty much the VWAP area. Now it pulled back to under 70, 70 and moved up. I don't see any reason to buy it right now. You want to buy it cheap. When I say cheap, at the VWAP. As you can see, guys, the move over to 80 on the SPY is back to the entry. So is Boeing back to the 156. I'm going to stop out at RCL under 40 to 50 now. Still, I'm trusting that the market is pulling back, but the trend is still very much to the upside. It's a matter of timing right now. Hopefully, we won't, break into the range and turn around completely. That will be bad. Regarding Tesla, let's take a look. I don't even see it on my watch list today, meaning it's not doing anything. Maybe I'm wrong. Here it is. Actually, it's up 3%. Yeah, pretty much a good move in the morning. Couple of reversal trades. Again, the VWAP entry interesting. Nothing more other than that. There wasn't any miss in Tesla. Tesla is not very interesting today. It's moving mostly sideways. And the only trade that was viable, as much as I'm looking at the chart right now, was the VWAP reversal. Other than that, nothing interesting. And many stocks are not doing anything anyway. Best thing to do right now is, maybe take a break. We are still deep into the lunch session. We close the lunch session in about 30 minutes. Guess what? Maybe after the market will make its decision. I'm thinking we move higher today again, but let's put it this way. I don't see a way that we move lower unless news are going to come out. EAL short 51. Wow, what's going on here? Stock is totally dead. Sitting now in a bear flag formation at the lows of the day. Guess what? It's viable bear flag. It looks good. Technically it looks great. Do I believe it will work in this market? Not really, but it has only a 20-cent risk on this trade. If you short at 51, this is the bear flag, 20 cents. So the risk reward may be great. Therefore, it's a trade. Regarding Starbucks, let's take a look. Doing very well today, looking also strong this week as all the market on the intraday chart. regarding a new entry point, you have only the breakout, which is a late entry into this late land session. I will stay away from it. Guys, nobody cares about the are happy or the markets are happy with 6 million jobless because look at the result. The result was exactly at 8:30 when the number came out with 6 million jobless claims. Look at the reaction in the SPY. Jubilation, meaning the market was expecting a terrible number. Okay, so 6 million jobless claims was actually a reason to buy the SPY, and you can see clearly 8:30 in the morning. That was the news. So 6 million jobless claims is a good number at this point. It's not ridiculous. If you're expecting 10 million, okay, and the number is 6 millions, you buy the market. It's a matter of expectations. Now, is the short term? We were just talking about today. The momentum in the market can change today or Monday very, very aggressively, but the move at 8:30 showed nothing other than, wow, only 6 million jobless claims, let's buy the futures, or in this case, the S&P pre-market. Yeah, that was a great number. Believe it or not. Yeah, it's possible that the Fed timed the news opening this credit line for small businesses in the same time, but the move was higher exactly as the number came out. So the number, I'm guessing, surprised nobody. And I have to say that one thing about the U.S. government, it's doing everything in its power, I would say, and more, to revive this economy. They're doing, I don't know, it's a monumental task, maybe even harder than the task that was 12 years ago in 2008. Again, I'm not a financial chief of the Fed, but they're doing everything they can. I mean, they're sending you money. They're giving you almost free loans, not you, the companies or firms. It's like pretty much the best they can do. They're doing it. Okay, so we're up back over to 280.50. Again, the market is not moving down, guys. It's not moving up. Shame on it, but I still have two trades that weren't even in the green at one point. SQ had a couple of great entry points, starting with 60. Now the VOP is at 61.30. Again, I don't see any other entry for you. If you can buy the 61 with 25-cent stop loss, or you can buy the 61.30. It's the market is not showing anything amazing right now. The volumes in the SPY are, not growing, of course, now, but we are sitting with lower volumes, but not diminishing volumes. So it still manages to buck the trend and stay over 280. I fear that if we continue this way, at one point the market's gonna give up, which can happen, but let's wait. Anything can happen after the end of this lunch session, which will be in like 30 minutes. Baba is coming up from the lows. Let's see if we can find. I'm not sure that I will take another trade at this big lots. Big lots was on my watch list to buy early in the morning. Look at the terrible price action, other than the gap. So the gap was at fault for many stocks not continuing higher or default. Guys, nobody's talking about Roku today. Very good trend in Roku today. Not an easy chart, but now in a very nice bull flag at the highs of the day. DAL, AAL, and RCL are doing pretty much the same. AAL, AAL was the 13. The entry was pretty much here, the 13 breakout, using the VWAP 20 cents low mover. But again, it's not up to AAL; it's up to the market, and we do move very slowly higher. We talked about this trade already, I think, 5 times today. DAL is pretty much the same pattern as well. At 25, the VWAP is the stop loss. Again, everything is the same. The same, but things will take time to move because the S&P is so lazy right now. I'm also watching Apple, trying to figure out what's going on there, if it's worth a trade, but I don't know. Actually, it's not worth a trade in this point. Yeah, if you look at the same trade over and over, it's moving up 5 cents and down 10 and sideways 5, and it's not going anywhere. This is a setup that I like, basically, where we have a clear support level. On one hand, however, it's not involving the VWAP. So if the VWAP is at 980, I'm buying this 10 10 long play. Being that the VWAP is at resistance now at 10.16, I'm not a big fan of this trade, but this can be an interesting play over the VWAP. That's 10.15 or 10.16. That's and the support level or worst case scenario or exit level should be 980. Guys, did you see STR? Look at this perfect breakout at 20. That would have been a great trade for us. Now we have to buy the pullback, but I'm going to keep store or STR on my watch list. Definitely a great mover today. Right now, again, the surprising plays are Royal Caribbean and airlines, restaurants, everything that has no reason to move up, but it's still moving up. As investors are looking for, they need to come out very, very fast with returns after losing so much money last month. So they're buying cheap and hoping to sell expensive, maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't think anybody can see long term right now. Yeah, anything that was financials today, like Goldman Sachs at 184.40 was also a good trade. Now I'm sorry that I didn't trade it because of the lower volumes over lunch. Yeah, it was going long. Financials was the safest trade. Were the safest trades today. Nice move in BAC, 25 cents. It's a very good move for BAC. Very, very good move. It's actually 1% over lunch. I thought it's not going to move even 5 or 10, but very nice move in Bank of America. And the financial sector is the best one today. JP Morgan is up 10%, financials up 6%. Yeah, let's take a look at AGUBS. AGUBS, this is a very low volume spready stock that I'm not a fan trading. Spreads are more like 50 cents. Not If you're looking at the chart of Roku, it had a couple of nice moves today. This move up from 90, and then the leg up now during the lunch session, which should have been bought by us at 92 or 92.20. Now it looks very extended. And actually, you had an option to buy it at 93.30, this wolf leg breakout, but it's very extended, or it looks very extended. Guys, take a look at RCL. How amazing this stock moves. Exactly up from 40 to 50, unbelievable. So at least the plan worked, but the plan means that it needs now to move at least to the 44 area to cover the risk. I'm long KSS. MAC and CCI. Let's take a look. Good volume, or actually okay volume. Let's not call it good. Other than that, a very, very spready stock, but amazing trend. Look at this. Very spready though. I don't think you want to buy anything like that.
Traders, good afternoon.
Welcome back, Scott.
Michael?
Very well. We fighted this
How you doing, my
market
friend?
Bravely during this lunch session. I have 3 long trades that I'm hoping that will come back and deliver: RCL, MAC, and KSS.
Okay. KSS.
Guys, Scott will take over in a minute. I'll take a short break and join.
2 o'clock, Michael will come in and take you through the balance of the day. Remember today, very important that we have the mentoring session with Meir today. That will be at 3 p.m. or 3:15 p.m. Clifton has the link here in the room, and that's going to go on today. Again, you only get Meir once every month, so again, that's going to be happening today. Hey, I did want to post a trade here. To start things off, this is going to be an APA trade long over 890. I'm going to get a jump on. So APA over 890. And then we'll add at 9. Stop loss on the trade is going to be just under here. This is going to be 860 on the stop loss. So let's watch this trade. Got the level 2 up here, penny away from entry on APA. Then we should be good to go. Okay, perfect. Okay, APA downturn now. Disney's pulled back too. I mean, Disney could be a buy over 106 here, or if it bounces on 106. Target's going to be at least the VWAP line, at least in through here, which is 920. So again, just watch it here. We should bounce, hopefully start to come back up. We will see. Or go. Yeah, it's pulled down now. I mean, could make a case at 880. I'd rather wait till 890 though on it. And down it goes. No, I don't know. I mean, maybe 850. I don't know. I'm going to wait till that 890 gets broken to the upside. Like you're saying here, the SPY naturally at that towards the high just pulled back a little bit now. Maybe we get it back. We'll see. Just be patient with this. I mean, let's try. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's put on a little bit more risk, and I'll call it 880 here. APA long 880. Give us a little bit more upside potential to the trade. We'll stick with the same downside here. 880 entry. See if we can get this up to that 890 area. We talked about that 280 before, and a 280 on the SPY is tough, no question. Okay, if you're in the trade, let's first try to get that 10 cents back, and then let's take a look for $9 here. So in it at 880, got a defined stop loss. We're all set to go. Coming up on 10 cents. Now, those of you that are in the trade, if you've got a big share size, you might want to take the 10 cents here up above 8.90. I'm going to look for $9 or right around $9. For whatever reason, we keep having the modem keeps recycling here, and I get kicked out. And I am direct connected here, so. Okay, still in the APA trade. Let's see what we can get here. Does not look good here. Again, down about 20 cents on the trade. Hopefully we get a bounce. Watching the overall market right now on the SPY, that's pulled down too. About 7 cents to go here now on this darn APA trade. Just in one trade right now. I'm in one trade right now. That's the APA trade. Could be zero in a minute. Barely staying alive now on this trade. Still hanging in there. Just got to move up to that $9 range now on APA. This stock very volatile here. You look at the daily, big, you could say head and shoulders here, but this stock is starting to move up. Anything over 10, this stock could go. Not saying that we'll get there today, but you never know. It's been there and it's been through it today.
Scott, take a look at the SPY. This may save the day. Moving back to the VWAP and moving up exactly from there.
Yep. Just like Michael says, just touching the VWAP and bouncing here. Again, over 280. Maybe we start to run a little bit now.
This trade has been working again and again and again during these volatile times. The VWAP support area is really, really working when the trend is higher, of course. Goldman Sachs traded $2 higher over lunch, gave up nearly $4 on this pullback. I stopped out on RCL, stopped out on MAC as well.
4 cents to go for the stop here for me.
Guess what, guys? When the market is moving lower, ZM is moving higher. Unbelievable. Amazing trend on ZM.
Mm-hmm.
Again and again and again. ZM and Roku are doing relatively very well today.
Okay, traders just got stopped out of the APA trade at 850. So lost 30 cents on that trade. Would I go in again? 850 maybe, but I got to tell you, I'm not too sure. We got to watch this market right now. Like Michael says, we just bounced off the VWAP. If we stay above it, maybe APA turns higher, maybe. Right now, I'm glad to be out of the trade. We can revisit it in just a little bit here. And that's why you get out. You've got to have the stop loss in there.
As long as financials and energy will be strong, the market will continue to move higher, or at least won't break down. But if that happens, technology is relatively weak today, so there won't be much help if financials will start moving lower. Right now, JP is up again from the support level. This is by far the best mover today, up nearly. It was 10%, now only 9%. Yeah, earnings season is around the corner, and we have explosive potential for many sectors, especially airlines, retail, banks also. I think next Friday we start the earnings season, or next Thursday. So it's around the corner.
Yeah, next week we start it, right?
And it's not going to be about what happened. It's going to be about the projections moving into May, June, July. So that's going to be tough. Guys, look at the magic of the VWAP magic plates. Boeing at the highs of the day. Amazing or not, Boeing is over 157 now. Apple is not doing anything today. It's numb. But Boeing and JP Morgan are the leaders for the Dow today. Microsoft is also flat. If this market closes at the highs today, it's it's a miracle.
Yeah, APA straight back up. You can make a case right here at 850. I'm going to try some shares here at 850 at the break of 850 on APA one more time. See if we can grab this. And this one will have a little bit bigger move, maybe to 890. We'll try to take 40 cents out of here. Here's the entry here. Watch 850. No trade? Yeah, I have to get through 850 here.
Ahmed, this market is not being bought by people, it's being bought by the machines. The machines are thinking that the market is cheap. Basically, we didn't do much intraday today. We did very little intraday, but we did the move in the pre-market after the job report, or the unemployment claims number. And right now we are very, very choppy this whole trading day, but the momentum is still up. Yeah, the machines can afford to make mistakes. That's not their money. Maybe they're taking some risk now. Let's see how we close the day with a very long weekend and earnings ahead. So not only that we have a long weekend, we have earnings coming up next week, which can also be a game changer for the mood if earnings will come out, or let's put it this way, projections will come out disappointing. I know who can make predictions in this market. I mean, Baba, back to the lows of the day. Unbelievable. Again, from the view up. Okay, second retest of the view up now at 279 coming up.
No trade on APA. Now it's at the bottom of the day, so I will not trade this stock again.
We're moving lower. We are under the VWAP by 50 cents or 40 cents, but I don't see, a big move coming. The volume is still very, very low. Lows of the day are, let me see, 277, which was an amazing support level in the morning session. And we are pretty much mid-range right now. MSM has a very nice breakdown pattern under 59. Otherwise, it's a very low volume stock.
Yeah, it's
Very
true on the
spready
oil,
as
Christian.
well. Wow.
Absolutely.
Very, very spready. Global demand for oil is down 20%. And if you want to store oil in your background, in your backyard, they're going to probably pay you for that. So there's the fight right now is for them to stop producing that much, which is above consumption levels by far. But who can manage this market? I mean, the U.S. producers still need to sell. I mean, the market in Saudi Arabia and Russia is, of course, government has total control. The government has total control over it. In the U.S., it's quite the opposite.
Okay, traders, I've got to run. My apologies for the APA trade. One losing trade this afternoon, still up. Where am I here? Still up 1608 for the day. I'll hand it over to Michael. Don't forget, very important, mentoring this afternoon at 3:15 with Meir. Okay, so don't forget that. Clifton will have the link here. Then, of course, the sale that goes on through the 14th. I will see everybody on Monday morning. Again, tomorrow's a market holiday. Michael, I wish you the best, my friend. Thank you so much for taking over, and I will see you Monday morning. And everybody have a great weekend. Happy Easter to all that celebrate. God bless you. Godspeed. And hopefully today turns out to be a great trading day for everyone. So take care. Enjoy. Have a great weekend. God bless you. Happy Easter. And we'll see you later. Clifton, Gabe, thank you so much. Aggie, I know Meir's gone, but he's ready to rock and roll in the mentoring room. And we'll see you a little bit later. Michael, you can take over the charts as well, my friend.
Thanks, Scott. Enjoy your weekend.
Riley, thanks.
See you Monday, guys. Actually, I'm still with you guys until 4 p.m. today. Remember, you have the mentoring with Meir in about an hour. Don't miss that. This market is, I think, the toughest one to trade for me in a long, long time. Nothing going on. And I'm still looking for a trade, but kind of reluctant to go with anything at this point. Yeah, let me take over the chart, guys. Charts. Again, you don't need to look further than the S&P 500 to understand why it is such a trading day. And again, this is the S&P 500. The range today is unbelievably narrow, and the trend today is we have no trend. So not only that we don't have a range, we don't have a trend, and we don't have. We used to have in the morning great strength in many sectors. Right now, things turned around, and the pullbacks are very aggressive. That's not true. The financials are following the SPY very closely, Ahmed, and that's where you want to look for a trade, if at all. Boeing is also following the S&P, but the financials are the best ones. Look at JP Morgan and look at the S&P, SPY, and you can see that the pullback in the S&P started at 130. The pullback in JP Morgan, look at the chart, exactly to the second at 130. So if the market moves up here, the JP Morgan is above the VWAP, so it's a much stronger stock than the market. That's maybe the only long trade that I'm looking right now at JP Morgan, using the VWAP as stop loss, which will be 50 cents. But again, it's a very risky trade, being that we're trading now, a wishful thinking market. ZM bear flag. Let's take a look. You mean bull flag, Ramin? ZM is trending higher. This is a bull flag formation. It's not a bull flag formation, but looks like a bull flag formation. Of course, on the move higher, you have bull flags. On the move lower, bear flags. Anyway, guys, I'm very cautious about buying anything right now. Having said that, ZM had a great afternoon session, pretty much trending higher since 11. Higher lows pattern, yeah, looks great. Again, it looks great, doesn't necessarily mean that I will buy it. That's a US oil fund coming up from yearly lows at 350, now trading at 5. This move lower means that at least at this point there's no agreement between Russia and Saudi Arabia on oil quotas. I'm thinking that they're just playing out to take out US producers out of the market, because they can do it right now. US producers are having a tough time in this market where they pretty much lose money producing oil. And that's on one hand. On the other hand, Saudi Arabia and Russia can afford to lose an unlimited number of dollars, being that it's not everybody's money, anyone's money. Cost short 299. Costco has been going to a choppy day today, despite the earnings. As you can see, touched 299, immediately moved up. This is not a trend that tells you short me. This is a unclear trend, mostly sideways. Again, if you do want to short it, you also have a big stop loss. Again, I don't see any reason to force a trade on Costco. And again, you cannot trade Costco with 50-cent stop loss. It's going to kill you in a split second. You need a bigger stop loss, and I don't see the reward coming. It's best not to push into this trade right now. Yeah, United Airlines broke down. So finally it broke under 32. Let's take a look at DAL. Maybe DAL did the same and it's lagging a bit. No, actually DAL did the same at the 24.50. If you're looking for the UAL next trade, where is the next trade though? 31.50 is gone. You need to wait a bit, I think. I think you need to wait a bit. Regarding EIE, National Vision Holdings, it's a long trade, but do you want to buy anything in this market, Amir? Do you want to buy anything? The market looks like it can break 278, and then the lows of the day are only $1 away. The pattern looks very strong, in EYE. National Vision, but again, getting or going long is aggressive in this market. ABT, let's take a look. Wow, ABT is amazingly strong, amazingly strong. There was a reason why ABT was strong. I think they're selling respiratory pumps or something like that. One of the few products that's in huge demand globally. Looks good over 85.60. That's a stock that you can easily buy because it has nothing to do with the market. TAL finally broke. I mean, I was watching this trade when it moved up to 51.30. I stopped watching it. It broke under 51. I mean, it pretty much broke the bear flag pattern, but it's still a doable trade risking like 20 cents. Was a doable trade risking 20 cents. Right now it's 20 cents in the money. Yeah, now Boeing is losing it with the SPY. JP Morgan is still above the VWAP though. Guys, let's take a look at airlines. Obviously, this is one of the weakest sector in the markets, and Stocks are up a whopping 10% plus today, based on who knows what. Maybe money from the government, wishful thinking, hopes. Netflix red all day, down today 0.5%. Again, actually it wasn't red all day, very, very flat all day. Unclear daily. If you do want to short it at 368, again, I don't see a trend lower. It can pull back with the market, but this is a stock that's not so weak today, as opposed to Nvidia, which is now at the lows of the day. Wow, this is an interesting trade. 73 short in Gilead. Risk on this trade like 20 cents. This one must break. Must break. When you say must, it means it won't break. There are two trades that are available, UAL under 31 and DAL under, where's DAL? Under 24. Both of them carry a lot of risk because we're coming very extended to the breakdown level, and we are, instead of shorting it at 31.70, you're going to short it at support. And it's possible that the market is not moving lower anymore. As you can see, guys, we are back to the 278. Wow, this is a horrible, trendless market. As long as we don't start to see big 5-minute bars on the SPY, I'm guessing nothing is happening. Look at the reversal in Boeing now. $2 in 2 minutes. Amir likes JP Morgan, 202.15. Support is the VWAP area, although it was tested briefly. This is the winner today, JP Morgan, and but it has nothing to do with JP Morgan. It has to do with financials and S&P. Okay, let's go back to the got a symbol, guys. ABT. ABT. The question is, where do we buy it? 85.70. I'm going to buy it at 85.70, guys, with a 20-cent stop loss, and try to get it to 88, to 86. Sorry, target 86. So 85.70 entry on ABT. Let me write it down. Risk to the round number. Now the market is under the VWAP. And if we move over the VWAP, that can create another leg up, at least a small leg up, but it's going to kill any short ideas. I have no doubt that the big move is going to come into the last minutes today. The RTX, I'm not sure it's tradable on the platform. Let's take a look. Wow, volume is lousy. Yeah, it's tradable, but Lydia, take a look at the volumes. Volumes are zero, spreads are plenty. So plenty of spreads, nothing on the volume bar, on the volume side. The trend is lower, but again, I don't trade anything that looks like that. So the breakdown was nice, but that's pretty much all I can say about this trade. Guys, be very careful with any trade right now. Any trade is a risky trade. We have no control on this market. Actually, nobody has control right now. We're just drifting up and down. A risky trade would be to short UAL because our stop loss is over 32. And that means that if the market moves higher, we lose 50 cents. If the market moves lower, we gain 50 cents. If anybody can tell me where the market's going, that's the decision. mRNA coming back to life or dying in front of our eyes? Dying. This stock was great 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Now not so much. Nice break under 32 though. FANG short. That's I think it's energy stock. Wow. Indeed, a very nice breakout now in a bull flag formation. Sorry, bear flag formation. 34.50. If you want to take the plunge with this one under the lows. A bit risky because it's also very spready. Stop loss at least 50 cents. Lydia, at least 50 cents on the 34.50 breakdown. I can tell you you're late to the party, but this is a big mover. Can easily give you 50 cents to the 34. Overall, it's a late entry though. This is a good day for ZM, Roku, and maybe there are other stocks that are doing well, but Roku and ZM have, basically nothing to do with the market. Both are consumer products, and ZM has been amazingly strong today despite the terrible news that were actually bogus yesterday with the news that Google is banning or whatever it's doing with the use of their platform, probably to promote their platform. Whatever happened to MU happened because the semiconductor sector is down 1.2% when the SPY is up 1.4%. So the semiconductor sector, which is the most important sector for the Nasdaq, is down. And the Nasdaq is down and negative while the SPY is up 1.4. This is, I think, one of the most, let's call it, diverse markets where the SPY is strongly to the upside, while the Qs, this is how the Qs look today, red, and the SPY is up 1.4. So there's a big difference between the SPY and the Qs. How do you find the info on the sectors? You just build yourself a list. I know that some of you requested the list from me or of my sectors. I will send it tomorrow. I didn't have time to do it today, but I will send it tomorrow. If anybody needs my list, email me. Let me give you my email that works actually right now. You can go also to Finwiz, yeah? You can go, it's free everywhere, but look for, the important sectors. Don't look for the cannabis sectors right now. Two days in a row that Baba is looking terrible. To me, it means one thing. I mean, I don't want to be or guessing a recession or anything like that, but that means people are buying less online, and Amazon is also weak today. Costco had a brutal earnings report. There will be less money for people to buy near term. I mean, it's not obviously not a surprise to anybody. And guess what, guys? We are back to the VWAP area, which means the long JP Morgan may work. Guys, a reminder from Clifton, you have Meir in the mentoring room in 45 minutes at 3:15. Don't miss it. Especially today. What is the topic? I don't know if I don't know the topic. Maybe Clifton does, but whatever the topic is, don't miss it. You get the link from Clifton. Again, it's not open to. Is it open to everybody, Clifton, today, or only to the student and above? Okay, student and above programs, guys. Guys, ABT, 7 cents away. That's the only trade that I have posted right now. I'm not sure that it is smart to buy anything in this market, but at least this stock has a very nice bull flag formation. It's not a lot to do with the market anyway. Yeah, we didn't check on MEU, and wow, really ugly. This is really, really ugly. What happened here? MU is terrible. Okay, let's take a look at AMD. Because I'm watching NVIDIA, it's not doing that bad. Yeah, definitely there's something wrong with MU today. Definitely, I mean, this should have been could have been one of our nicest trades nobody was following or I wasn't following. Plenty of nice breakdowns at 48.50, then at 48. That's a money-making trade, obviously. Yeah, it looks very extended to the downside, really. This is a very, very tricky market today, being that we didn't have even one good bar pretty much since the pre-market. The only good bar today was the pre-market bar on the 8:30 unemployment news, or jobless claims. That was the only really, really important bar today. The entry is clear here, 31 short. You trusted that it will work with 60-cent stop loss? I cannot say that I trust it, Kumar. It's going to be a very risky trade at 31. Now, if the market breaks down, this trade is going to easily work. But that's if the market breaks down. So there is a big if attached to it. Guys, Amir's trade continues to dive. It's $1.50 in the money now. The restaurant stocks are really, really vulnerable to more downside if this lockdown in the US and Western Europe continues. MU is down 4% today and continues to sell off from the lows, actually. You're watching this trade in United, short under 31. If the market moves lower, this is potentially big winner. If not, a potentially big loser. Oil drops. I don't know how to react to that. Is it a good thing that you pay less at the pump? Or is it a bad thing that you pay less at the pump, meaning producers are making less money? But again, who's buying anything at the pump right now. Okay, guys, ABT in at 85.75 for me. My target is 86. My stop loss 85.50. So many people bought the reversal entry at 85.70. Now let's see if there's any merit to this move. Because the stock has, good fundamentals today, a good trend. It's still playing horrible market. And again, guys, think about, again, oil prices. There's like nobody's driving. When I say nobody, it really means nobody. And it's not only in the US. SLB, yeah, let's take a look. Don't tell me it's under 10 bucks. It's not. Wow. Really? Schlumberger. 1750 breakdown, brutal. Let's take a look at CVX. Maybe there's more downside. I doubt it, but that's all on the Russia, Saudi Arabia price war, let's call it. And it's all at the oil producers' expense in the US. So Russia and Saudi Arabia are fighting, but the guys that are paying the price is the oil shale producers in the US. Which already cut them, they are facing the toughest challenge ever for oil because not only that the market is, okay guys, be very careful with UAL, those who want to short it under 31, it's getting closer there. 60 cents on this trade, on UAL under 31, very risky trade. Maybe 55, very risky. It's RCL, UAL, all those stocks are going to do pretty much the same. You can go with RCL short 39. I don't see any difference right now between shorting airlines and shorting the cruise ships. That's pretty much the same algos buying boat. It's going to be a tough entry here at 31. It all depends on the market. But guys, you need a big stop loss because this is not going to be a straight down move without the market spiking down, and the market continues to be horrible. Let's take a look at VIPs. Not a good mover, VIPS, Chinese internet stock looks great under 1550. Technicalities are great, but if this stock moves 15 cents, you're a big winner. If it moves 15 cents. So Yoni, it's a great setup, but I don't know if it's going to be a great mover. Actually, I think it's not going to be a great mover. Nevertheless, it looks, good. Definitely, the risk on this trade is like what, 7 cents? Eggy, have a great weekend. Happy Passover. Sorry, happy Easter, and see you next week. ZM long. I don't know if I want to buy anything. I mean, ZM is looking great, but I'm not going to buy ZM. The reversal at 122 was a very, very fast one. Again, the new entry is maybe 124, and the market continues not to move. I'm staying out. I'm just right now long ABT and JPM. And the ABT trade is not doing anything. The JPM trade 10 cents down, and the market continues to be the same zero moving market. Actually, this is horrible. The price action right now is terrible. Which means, guys, that there's going to be great price action into the last minutes today. APA possible short term. Let's take a look. APA. Lows of the day are 753. Yeah, the stock actually nearly closed the gap or closed the gap. Yep. Don't see a great move coming now in Apache, but guess what? Maybe I'm wrong with oil prices moving lower. Anyway, it's like a late entry right now anyway. URL has great support at 31. I'm guessing DAL has good support at 24. So it's pretty much the same game wherever you go. UAL, DAL. I just think that UAL is a better mover if it breaks now 30, 90, and it's all on the market. Okay, stopped out on JP Morgan. Still in ABT. My stop loss in ABT is 85.50, guys. Target, not an aggressive one, 86. Wow, guys, look at Stitch Fix today. Amazing, amazing trading day for Stitch Fix. Yeah, 1540, that's the entry that Amir posted, 1540 in SFIX. Guys, we finally broke under 277. Actually, we didn't. We are at the 277 support level. UAL, DAL, RCL, DAL broke lower, yeah. But I think the best move so far, UAL, as expected. So DAL 20 cents, UAL 40 cents, 50 cents coming up. The trade in SFIX is 1540. Okay, guys, 277 in the back mirror. Anybody that took UAL trade 50 cents in the money can take a partial, and suggest you do it because Taking money from the market on the short side today hasn't been very easy. Yeah, it's the lows of the day were 277. We are just below the 277 by 10 cents. So I want to see a big big volume bar, meaning okay, the sellers are taking control. I still don't see it coming. Good for you, Singo. UAL is doing it for you. Looking at Costco, if there was an entry point on the move down, maybe it was 299. I don't see anything else available right now. The other option is to go short lows of the day, 298. ABT continues to be at the entry for me. But I will be really surprised to see a good move in this market. Guys, look at Baidu. Wow, what a meltdown in Baidu under the VWAP. Over the VWAP pretty much the whole trading day. Once it broke under, bye-bye. It looks like URL is totally losing it. DAL also moving, but URL is much better mover. So anybody that did pick UAL short over DAL is up 80 cents versus 40 cents. 2 to 1 higher. Yeah, RCL also taking a huge dive. Numbers today are now still positive for the SPY, but the Nasdaq is down 0.6. Lows of the day for UAL are 29.60. That's the target for this move now. You can be greedy because the market lost its barriers and definitely moving lower. It took guys nearly 5.5 hours for the market to decide what it's going to do today. Nobody should be surprised that we're moving lower. Everything to the downside is a winner right now, as much as it was a loser earlier. JP Morgan lost it. UAL lost it. And DRI is definitely lost it. Talking about restaurant stocks, yeah, I stopped out on ABT. Now sitting in Stitch Fix and UAL. Wow, UAL really lost it on the positive side. Regarding AMD, the best trade today in the semiconductors wasn't AMD, although it moved nicely under 49 was MU. MU was a huge winner. Sorry, huge loser and continues to melt. Look at MU, guys. Started to move lower at pretty much at 49. Now it's trading at 45.50 or 60. I don't think we've seen anything yet from the market. We still have an hour of trading, but we definitely lost 278, 277, and now 276 is the new support level. If anybody is looking for a new trade in SLB, not before a pullback, at least to the 1630 area, maybe 1650. It's very extended now to the downside, very extended and down 7.5%. Guys, look at live person. That's the owner of our trading room, Webinato, doing very well today. Yeah, now we see green, the pullback from 276. Actually, the lows of the day were 275.80. Sorry, lows 275.77. The owner of Webinato is LPSN. This symbol, live person, that's the owner of this trading room. I mean, this is the environment that we're trading is pretty much Zoom, a Zoom from 10 years ago. But for us, it's a great trading environment. We don't need to see the faces of everybody here in the room. Okay, guys, we moved up. Maybe we are turning down. If we break again under the lows, all the short trades will work. FIX is working amazingly well. Thank you very much for this one, Amir. Stitch Fix was a great trade today, guys, to the upside. Nobody's paying attention to Stitch Fix, but the technicalities of this trade at 15.50 were amazing. Stock moved up nearly $1, actually $1.50, before now pulling back sharply with the market. Guys, keep them, the policy here is not to use any abuse and foul language in this room, so please continue doing that. Guys, I'm gonna bring MU to one of my watch lists and watch it maybe for another trade down in MU. It's a very weak stock, and now I missed the 46 short reversal, but I'm gonna keep watching it. MU. Anybody wants me to look at any trade right now? We attempted to move lower. As much as I see right now, we are back to the above the 276.50 area, meaning not that great at this point. I mean, a nice move lower, but it managed, the market managed 10 minutes to the downside. That's pretty much it. ZM short, let's take a look. One of the toughest trade actually in this market. Very tough to decide. I mean, the trend in ZM, of course, is not lower. I don't know to tell you that I like the 122 or any trade right now in ZM. And again, regarding SLB, SLB has been decimated today. Well, the normal thing for us to do is to wait for a pullback to the VWAP, but it's not going to happen today. Maybe not even tomorrow. So a move maybe up to 1630 or 40, so you can short it with a stop loss over 1650 is something that you should look for. Other than that, I don't see anything interesting. I think the UAL trade under 31 was a good trade, worked for almost $1.20. Now it's all over the place and will work with the market. Again, guys, I will stay away from long trades. Let's take a look at EAT. You sure you want to buy it? Buy EAT. EAT meaning buying it. nice breakdown under 17. I don't want to buy it. Definitely don't want to go eat there in this environment. But again, guys, watch the market. I will be despite the nice move up. I will still stay away from long trades right now. It's not a cup and handle formation. You cannot call it a 1 minute formation, a cup and handle. But if we break under the lows of the day, it's 275, 77. We may see more downside. Right now we are again back to the chop mode, meaning one green bar, one red bar. One green, one red, and guys, look at the amazing reversal in UAL from the lows of the day. So the algos are buying it. Unbelievable volatility. It's unbelievable. The market is now showing green, so if you short SQ, you're making a mistake. Nevertheless, let's take a look at SQ today. No, it looks under 38.90. That's your entry. Yeah, Joshua, it looks like a very technical entry there. Very technical, under 58.90. You can watch for this trade. You need to see a big red bar on the SPY. Right now you see the beginning of a green bar. Green bars means airlines are moving up, restaurants are moving up. Pretty much all the market is moving up, including JP Morgan, which now moved up from 101 to 101.17. I don't know, 2 minutes. And MU back to the 46 area. That's something that I will be interested to short. MU, though it's a very risky trade, well, not very risky, but risky enough, being that the market now is moving up. So shorting it probably is going to be a mistake. $45.89 short in MU, risking 20 cents is a trade that I'm going to take now. 45.89 short in MU, risking 20 cents, hoping that by the time it reaches breaks and reverses, the market is also going to move back to the towards at least the lows of the day. Guys, remember you have Meir in the mentoring room in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, don't miss it. The MU call is 45 89 short. 45.89 short. Let me post it. Okay, guys, the algos won't let the market move down. Maybe Trump is behind this move as well, but you cannot blame him for attempting. Yeah, Wesley, have a great weekend. Long weekend. Guys, those who are not coming back to the room, happy Passover, Good Friday, what else? Passover Friday and happy Easter. There are like 4 holidays this weekend. Maybe also some others that I'm not aware of. So good. This holiday is coming at a good time for everybody, especially with this close of the week today. Guys, you have Meir in 2 minutes in the mentoring room. I think this is going to be my last trade if it breaches 45.90. Sorry, 45.89. That's MU. And again, maybe we will trade the close, which promises to be aggressive today. $0.03 away for MU. MU down nearly 5% today on a otherwise terrible trading day. I'm not in the trade anymore in ABT. I stopped out. Did not take the partial, and there wasn't actually no partial to take there. Less than 15 cents in the money. Next station for the SPY is going to be the VWAP. We moved again over to 77. It's unbelievable. Cannot hold on to a trend for more than 10 minutes today. That is a good trend. If we move over 46.20, I'm canceling the short idea in MU. Guys, the Krypton has posted the link for the mentoring with Meir. Hate this move up in the market, but no, it's impossible to fight it, really. Unbelievable, man. Look at ABT, guys. came down to 85.43, and now it's the winner that we waited for early on. This is a nasty, nasty market. Okay, whole. Let's take a look. Wow, whole in a single-digit stock. It's almost unbelievable. All at $8. Pretty counter trend. I rather you short it with stop loss over 850. But guess what? If the market continues, they will continue buying whole from the lows of the day. I can't believe this ABT trade failed me. Anyway, that's how tough this market is today. I mean, the consistency today, 0. Alfred, have a great weekend. See you next. I want to say next week, but yeah, it's actually next week. Guys, remember we are not trading tomorrow. Closed for Easter / Good Friday. In Europe, I think it's called Easter. In the US, Good Friday. In Eastern Europe, I'm sure it's called Easter. Easter is on Sunday? Okay. I'm still waiting for MU. The stop loss now is 45.13, so nothing changed. Okay? Nothing changed in MU. I still like the trade. Let's take a look at EFC. Wow. Ellington Financial, it's actually up to date 21%. Wow, look at this. Look at this one. Huge mover. Is it tradable though? It's not tradable on our platform. Not tradable on the platform. I mean, this is the first time I was thinking, wow, I don't remember trading this symbol ever. But it's not tradable. Okay, in MU, guys, in MU at 45.88. Now let's see if this otherwise weak stock can deliver. And my stop loss is going to be 46.12. 46.12. $46.12 for MU. FedEx free falling? I have it on my watch list. Or I used to have it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it is free falling. Guys, don't be surprised to see anything that has to do with growth, global growth, shipments, anything that has to do with a good economic environment move lower. We are pretty much in disarray globally. Either if you have a student account, you should be using the same password to enter the room. Because it's the mentoring is for students' accounts and up. UWT, no, what is UWT, Amir? I don't know what UWT is. Oil ETF? I have oil on my other platform. The price of oil, wow, there was a gap down in oil today. Wow, actually down to 23.40 right now. Guys, the target for MU should be a 45.50. 45.50. If we break 45.50, I'm going to take a partial in MU. And if the market continues to press down, that can be a good partial. And then the next target will be 45 into the close if we can get there. As we don't know if this is the last leg, but it's possible. We still have 40 minutes, so if we break under the lows of the day, I don't think the SPY will recover. But right now we are $1 away from the lows of the day, actually more. Still waiting for the partial in MU, which will be 45.55, 5 cents away. 45.55, the partial for MU. Don't tell me it's not going to make it there. Half means if your normal entry is 10,000 shares, take only 5,000. And if your normal entry is 10 shares, 5, take 5. Anything in this environment should be half of less or less. Okay, guys, we're good with MU. Partial now at 45.50. And the next station, the lows of the day. Lows of the day are right now. If the market continues lower into the close now, we may have actually a big winner in MU. Disney is not a happy camper today, you want to tell me? Disney. It's still up 3%. I mean, indeed, it is at the lows of the day, but this whole trading day was the gap up for Disney and then profit taking. It didn't show any attempt to move higher all day. It sold immediately from minute one. This is of course terrible signal for for Disney, being that any move higher is immediately being sold. Yeah, Ronald, markets are closed tomorrow for pretty much, I think, all over the world. Not sure about Germany, but I think also Japan may be open, but US is closed. I'm sure that UK is closed. As much as I remember, also most of Europe. Other than Germany, again, not sure about that. US is closed 100%. SPC, let's take a look. Well, SPC, good trend lower since it broke 1550. Again, I don't see an amazing entry here at 1520, but obviously you can use the 1540 as stop loss for this trade. Guys, we're approaching the last 30 minutes of the week. We still have the last 10 minutes. Nobody's going to leave before we see what happens in the last 10 minutes, which promises to be very exciting today. I don't know if it's going to deliver on that promise, but we'll see. The volumes today have been, if we're looking, guys, at the daily, have been in line with yesterday and the day before. So we should see price action coming into the close. Nobody's leaving their desks. Nobody's going to any holiday. Nobody's leaving, for a long weekend, stuff like that. So there are no excuses. There are no excuses for lower volumes into the close because people are leaving. They have nowhere to go. And I guess everybody's trading from home anyway. You know who's making money those days, guys? The NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange are making money. The Chicago Mercantile is also making money. All the brokers are doing better versus the previous months. Let's see the NASDAQ actually, the NASDAQ stock. Is it doing better really, or I'm just thinking they're doing better? Basically, it's exactly where it was before the breakdown at 101. It's not doing amazingly well, but of course it's much better than the overall market. And CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, CME and ICE are doing okay. We don't need to worry about them. Okay, guys, we're not moving lower. We're back to the view up. Guess what? Again, the JP Morgan is killing it. Now Apple is working its way towards the highs of the day, which is helping the market actually. Guys, look at the UAL setup. Do I see an entry in Apple? Not really. I mean, Apple has been terrible this whole trading day. Look at the Apple chart. This is the chart of Apple. Nobody is paying attention because it's doing nothing this whole trading day, and now out of the blue is coming up. Actually, my mistake. It's not at the highs of the day, but obviously broke 268 and it's moving up, and the market is moving up. So we are over the VWAP once again. Over the VWAP once again. Can we trust this move? I don't trust it, but the AMD and MU are very, very weak today. Why is that? I don't know, but on one hand, we have AMD very weak and MU very weak, but Apple is now moving up. Where is the logic here? I don't understand it. Kevin, the mentoring class started 20 minutes ago. I think we have a chance here to move lower from this 278.70 resistance area. If we move higher, I think it's gonna, I mean, a move higher and we are pretty much gonna close at the highs of the day. Apple was had a better move, but look at Microsoft. This is a chop day for Microsoft. It did nothing other than came up from the lows of the day, and it's still, it's still positive, but not a good trading day for Microsoft. Clifton, can you post the link for Kevin? The other way is, Kevin, for you to access the mentoring room directly using the same password. That's your other option. Guys, if Amir's trade breaks under 1470, this one can really take a dive today. 1475 is actually not so far away. 1470 or 1475? I think 1470. Steve, have a great weekend. Great long weekend. I'm not going to buy Ricardo ZM at 125. That's the highs of the day. If you do like it, you can buy it at 124.50. You have a big stop loss on that trade, but again, I don't see why you need to wait now for the move over the highs of the day and then expect another dollar at least to cover your risk. It's a very, very late entry. Very late entry anyway. If you analyze the chart here, not very easy to find entry points, although the trend is amazing on ZM, especially after what happened yesterday with that nasty Google News. So the Google News are no more. So the panic yesterday turned into, wow, stock is down, let's buy it like crazy. And it's up 7%, 6% today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday they dropped like 10% on the Google News. Guess what? It was a buying opportunity. Maybe actually Google is buying the stock. I mean, they can write a check and buy ZM in a split second. They don't need even to take a loan. They can credit card it. Actually, they should. Or maybe they can, make their own idea. Actually, I think Google has the same app. Not as successful, of course. But that's not their core business anyway. Anyway, guys, another leg down now. I'm getting really, really tired and waiting for the last 10 minutes. That's the circus move. In the last 10 minutes, we are now 10 minutes away from the 10 minutes. Yeah, Stitch Fix is still hovering above 15, but if it breaks under 14.75, that will be can be a good continuation play. I mean, I don't know, really. The market is not giving us any clues today. Any clues. I mean, we move higher, expect to move higher, no, we're moving lower. Then we try to break under the lows, then immediately move into the range again. So I don't know what to expect, if to expect anything. I rather see, I mean, it's logical to see a move lower because the market is very extended or looks extended. Maybe some profit taking, but no, that's just my hunch. The ZM now over 125. Guys, you can easily declare a ZM BYND. BYND is now called ZM. That's no difference between the stocks. Pretty much the same price action. Talking about BYNDs, anybody cares about BYND today? It's up 4%, but Very low volume trading day and nothing's happening here. I'm talking about another interesting stock, Roku. Nothing there as well. We're looking higher again. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This market is showing amazing, amazing, amazing strength. Javier, have a great weekend. See you next week. Guys, anybody here who lives in a country where there is no lockdown? Is there such a country? Nobody? We are all jailed for this long weekend? Sweden is not under lockdown? You're kidding me. Wow. I'm surprised to hear that, Western Europe, although I'm not sure that Sweden is Western Europe, but not to be in a lockdown in Sweden makes no sense to me. I mean, to the north in Italy, tens of thousands of people are dead. Assuming there's no border there. Thanks, Jerome. Have a great weekend. Carlos, you live in Spain, so Spain is also in the middle of this terrible ordeal. You definitely need to stay at home. Guys, many people in the New York City transit workers, or many people in the transit workers in New York got infected, going or using the transportation there. It's very, very unsafe. Very. Okay, guys, we're not doing anything. Still waiting for the move. Yeah, let's move, take out all the stocks and watch the S&P 500. That's the SPY. Okay, stopped out on the MU reminder trade, which is awful. But at least we got a partial on that trade. And that's the SPY now, moving into the last 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm out of the second partial. I took a partial, but again, this market is unbelievable. So guys, let's make a bet. Who's betting for a long market versus the short market? Hold on, let me see if I can post instant poll. Place your bets. Amir, what are you going with on this one? Guess what, guys? The market is going to surprise us anytime. So if there's the surprise is, I guess, if we move higher, but can we say that we are going to be surprised if the market moves higher while the SPY is still up 1.6? I don't think anybody will be surprised. I will tell you after the poll ends, Louis. I voted on the green. Again, you need to vote counter what everybody believes in this market. But we are pretty much actually people we are actually more to the downside, meaning it should move higher. Anyway, we still have 10 minutes, so 1 minute to the move. Usually the move starts in the last 2 5-minute bars, so a minute away. You see now, guys, look at the pickup in volume and volatility now. Let me change my let's move this one away, actually. So far, undecided. But the volume is picking up. You can see now that we are already trading a better volume. And we only started this 5-minute bar. We are only 1 minute into this 5-minute bar. No decision so far. Guys, don't watch the S&P on 1 minute bars. It's going to be, it can be very confusing. You're not going to make decisions on a 1 minute bar. We are now range bound between 279 and 277, so it's a $2 range. It's possible that I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but maybe you won't see anything today. Yeah, maybe we stay with this horrible doji day till the bitter end, meaning 8 minutes away or 7 minutes away. Baba, huge move higher from the lows. Guys, you want to see a good stock that it's moving in line with the market? Watch JP Morgan. Very good relationship between JP and the market. And you're too late with the SFIX. The trade was posted at 1540. It's too late for any new trades, guys. Don't trade anything anymore. This trading day is over. We're just speculating now the move on the SPY, which is not coming. So we waited 6 hours and 23 minutes for this. Yeah, 6 minutes is a long time in this market. But the big volume bar, where is the big volume bar? It's not, if there's no big volume bar, there's no movement. Right now, the trend is higher from the lows, so yeah, I guess the algos are tired. They already worked their let's call it their butts off this week. So there is some pickup in volume, but this is not I don't see anything coming without a huge pickup in volume. Okay, guys, the last 5 minute bar of this week. I think we're running out of steam here. Guess what? Nobody's a winner if we don't move over the highs of the day or under the lows of the day. So all the bets are off, and the house is taking all the money, as always. Right now, it's not green is not the winner. Obviously, red is not the winner as well. But we expected a move that will be conclusive, meaning over 281, or at least over 280. So we close at the highs of the day. Right now, we are not doing anything, really. Also watching JP Morgan, Apple, Baba, many stocks, and none is moving. Yeah, I think, guys, we can say that we've got pulled into this 1 minute, 10-minute move. Yeah, I stopped out already on the second partial in MU. Obviously not going to carry it over the weekend. I suggest you carry nothing over this weekend. This is going to be a long and troublesome, or potentially troublesome weekend. Yeah, guys, I'm guessing nothing's happening. It's actually anticlimax close of the week. Clifton, Gabe, thanks a lot. Have a great weekend. Relax. Guys, remember you have the promotion until next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm still waiting for the move. I mean, there is still 1 minute left. But again, the probability of a good move is now 0. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Good night and goodbye, everybody.